Hip-hop's favorite OVO chipmunk, DJ Akademiks, also known as DJ Squirrel in Olivia,
yes, you bitch.
is back outside, lost and turned out again, searching for Drizzle Pie's trust in his pecan nut, after Squirrel is feeling some way about OVO Mal's official status as Drizzle Pie's main side piece in the hip-hop media space. After Moneybag Mal threw it out the bag on Earn Your Leisure's Blackout podcast, with claims that Drizzle Cake will be headlining the first halftime show for the FIFA World Cup scheduled for 2026. Also reminding everyone in the room that Drizzle Cake performing at the FIFA World Cup makes him a way bigger rapper than Kendrick Lamar.
You think that Drake is still the #1 guy?
Absolutely.
He's over Kendrick Lamar?
As far as what?
He's the #1 person in rap music?
Well, Kendrick just put his album out.
Kendrick is the #1 person in rap music.
In rap?
Yes! Yes!
Drake is doing the World Cup.
No. That's not the same.
It's not the thing, right? Super Bowl is 123 million versus 1.6 billion viewers.
As if performing in front of 1 billion viewers for the first World Cup halftime is a good thing. After the battle that left Drizzle Pie's BBL and hip-hop legacy inflated, like the 69 God's ego, after filing a lawsuit for defamation against the biggest rap song of the year with Not Like Us. But again, OVO Mal is from a different cloth, y'all, so we'll never understand why he wipes Drizzle Pie's ass softer than Charmin. But what is understood is that Drake's former BBW, DJ Akademiks, feels that Mal is not worthy enough to release this inside information on the certified man-child before he can do it himself. Because before the announcement of the FIFA World Cup halftime show, DJ Akademiks tried to get inside information from Drizzle Cake on his lawsuit with UMG, trying to see where Drake was at mentally, emotionally, and physically, in which Drizzle Pie played no face in DJ Squirrel's face by simply stating no comment.
I did reach out to Drake. There is no comment. Obviously, this is a real thing, clearly. Now,
yet around the same time, Mal already had contact with Drizzle Cake, with Mal claiming that Drake told him everything will be revealed soon and that Drizzle Cake is unfazed with the lawsuit, like he's unfazed with all the PDF allegations against him this year. And even though the announcement of Drake hosting a halftime show for the 2026 World Cup is premature, like the way Drizzle Cake likes his females allegedly, it's clear that Drizzle Cake has begun to slowly move away from DJ Squirrel as a main source to release information to in the hip-hop media space. Drake has seemed to build a much stronger friendship and relationship with Mal over the last year in 2024, which has to be very awkward for DJ Akademiks, going all the way back to the old Joe Budden podcast days when Rory and Mal always took a chance to discredit DJ Akademiks as a true hip-hop journalist and never took him serious, made fun of him, which rightfully so. He is one of the biggest chipmunks in hip-hop history. And even though it's been years since Rory and Mal have ever said anything really about DJ Akademiks, ever brought his name up or talked bad about him, it's been up for Akademiks like his hard-on for Drizzle Cake ever since Rory and Mal were on the Joe Budden podcast. So here are my main reasons on why Drake has been closer to OVO Mal and not as close to DJ Squirrel in 2024. Trust issues. In recent years, it's clear that Drizzle Cake has trust issues with his pet chipmunk, Akademiks, and feels more of a 69 connection with OVO Malina, with Miss Drizzy feeling that Mal can be more trusted with Champagne PDF's secret files. When Kendrick Lamar had only released the Like That verse from Future and Metro Boomin's Like That record, Mal's glaze for Drizzle Cake was in full effect. As Mal was already making claims at this point that people were going to realize that Kendrick Lamar was not the savior of hip-hop like everyone likes to think he is. But with this battle coming up, we're going to really see who's the best in hip-hop, as if he was really confident in that statement. Then when Drizzle Pie released his first official response to Kendrick Lamar with push-ups, you had Mal dangling his feet like a little schoolgirl, happy as fuck that his 69 God called Kendrick a 5'7" midget who hits Whitney.
How the fuck you be stepping when a size 7 man's on?
Got you wiped down. Got you wiped down. Nigga.
that line's hilarious.
And when it comes to DJ Squirrel, somewhat around the end of the battle, you can clearly see that DJ Akademiks became more compromised and that his own chat was going against him, trying to defend Drizzle Cake so much after Not Like Us had already made all this momentum, became a cultural phenomenon, not just this streamed up Spotify record that Drizzle Cake is claiming in the lawsuit. Around this time, you could see this type of shift in Akademiks where he was slowly losing his rank in the OVO sweatshop. Remember, DJ Akademiks did not start loving Drizzle Cake in the beginning of his own hip-hop platform on YouTube. You can go back to 2015 when DJ Akademiks had called out Drake for not writing his own stuff against the battle between him and Meek Millie when Meek Millie went silly on Twitter exposing Drake for ghostwriting back then.
I'm a huge Drake fan. I make no apologies for it, right? But real fans of Drake, I think we should care about this whole reference track thing.
Really, nigga?
Nobody cares about the guy who's actually writing the music, and these guys are musicians. This shit's crazy. Now, if he's not writing his shit and he's just taking song and just voicing them, he can't be one of the all-time greats. He's disqualified. That's steroids, okay?
From the beginning of their relationship, it's clear that Drake probably looked side-eyed Akademiks, but since 2016-17, especially 2017 and 2018, during the Triple X situation, and at the time DJ Akademiks was a good friend to Triple X, which is insane when you look back on it, he essentially gave up that friendship with X to basically be under Drizzle Pie's nuts. So as you can see, this idea of DJ Akademiks always being there for Drake and being by his side didn't start that way. Not to mention with the lawsuit, DJ Akademiks said that Drake was crazy to go against the labels. And we all know that Drizzle Pie wants a yes man. He doesn't want somebody to even question him. You have an actual friend potentially with DJ Akademiks giving you some actual game, trying to help you out as a friend. Like, hey, you might not want to do this, but no. You decide to listen to Mal because Mal's not going to tell Drake, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. Of course not. Mal is on that OVO payroll and he wants to stay on that payroll, allegedly. Loyalty over Joe Budden. Even through Mal's time with Joe Budden as a co-host on the Joe Budden podcast, Mal never talked down or negatively on Drizzlecake's name, with even defending Drake most times on the podcast against Mal's own best friend at the time, Joe Budden. There always seemed to be some underlining tension between Mal and Joe on talking about Drake or even trying to comfort Drake, whether it was his catalog or just the weird shit that Drake does. Mal always seemed to have hesitation to talk about Drake from the very beginning on the podcast. Even at the height of Joe's battle against Drake on Wax, after Joe responded with fire diss responses like making a murderer and afraid, Mal clearly did everything he could to not defame Drake, even if his best friend at the time, Joe, had a problem with Drizzlecake, whether it was a major one or a minor. DJ Akademiks, on the other hand, it's very clear that he has a strong business relationship with Joe Budden over the years, going back to 2017, where they had their Everyday Struggle show on Complex, where Drizzle Pie is probably like, I can't fully trust you if you're going to go to Joe with personal matters that involve me as an artist or just as a certified PDF, allegedly. And let's be real, DJ Akademiks has always had strong respect for Joe and has never crossed them fully, whether they have their own issues on their separate hip-hop media platforms. DJ Akademiks has a sworn rule essentially with Joe that they would share private information with each other when it came to hip-hop and hip-hop artists. So again, I'm sure Drake is like, I don't want these fools to talk about me behind the scenes. With Molly Mal though, I know Bay ain't gonna say nothing about me, and that's what Drizzlecake feels, where he's like, yeah, tell Mal. Why would I tell Squirrel when he knows Joe Budden, talks to Joe, and is cool with him? It's so funny because Mal would be the one that you would think Drizzlecake is worried about. He has a stronger history with Joe Budden, even though Mal wants to say he's a man of a different cloth and, morals are over everything. But as you could see, you would think Mal would be the one that Drake can't trust. But really, no, because the way that Mal's been handling this whole situation this year with the battle between Drizzlecake and Kendrick Lamar, I would probably be like Drake too. Like, yeah, I trust Mal way more and think he's way more loyal than DJ Squirrel, who goes up the fence after the whole battle, not knowing if he should fully support Drake after his chats going against him. And he's even going against himself because at the end of the day, Squirrel knows that Drizzlecake doesn't love him back the way that he loves Drizzlecake. For the last decade, DJ Akademiks has just been used by Drake. He never was going to give DJ Akademiks a platform to speak on. He was never going to speak on DJ Akademiks' platform after everything that's been going on and even trying to question the lawsuit that Drizzle Pie is about to file with UMG. Sorry, buddy. OVO Mal is the main side piece to Drizzlecake, to infinity and beyond. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on DJ Akademiks versus OVO Mal and the battle between sister wives. Who's going to win over Drizzlecake's heart? Do you feel like DJ Akademiks is right to feel a way that Drizzlecake tells Mal things that he wouldn't tell him, as he's been the main hip-hop media source that Drake has been going to for the last 5-10 years? Or do you think that it's funny that DJ Akademiks even cares because it's making his hip-hop media platform look worse? But until next time, go be amazing and have an amazing rest of your day.